some of the new strata laws. I promised a couple of weeks ago that we would start talking through the changes that came in on the 1st of July. So whether you're a licensed strata managing agent or a certificate holder as an assistant agent, you play an extraordinarily key role in supporting strata and community land schemes to actually be implementing the changes as they come through. And there are lots of changes. I mean, and the ones that started on the 1st of July, I mean, they range from, changing some services and how strata managers work to improve owners' confidence in the strata industry. That's sort of the underlying or underpinning philosophy of these. There's changes to processes around minor renovations, sustainability in strata schemes, unfair contract terms, installation of accessibility infrastructure. So lots of changes there around that I guess on the repair and maintenance, but taking it to that next level of new infrastructure coming through, new duties for strata committees and particularly for the chairperson, improving the repairs and maintenance process, supporting residents with assistance animals and making that an easier process for people to move in and out of strata and have assistance animals, increasing record inspection fees, improving protections for owners, entering into different utility contracts, such as embedded networks, and strengthening the accountability and developer accountability in particular for brand new strata schemes. So there's a whole range of and a very breadth of changes that are happening in the industry, not to mention disclosures and a few other issues that are new to the ground there in strata. But let's just this week have a quick look at minor renovations. So to refuse an owner's request for a minor renovation, a strata committee will need to provide the reasons in writing within 3 months of receiving the request. So that's a 12 weeks to investigate it, have a look at it, see what those minor renovations are. So this we need to start looking at what is the difference between minor and major renovations, and and that does make a difference in terms of how that process works. And if a strata committee actually fails to respond to the request for minor renovations, and they don't do that within that 3-month period, the minor renovation is automatically approved. So it's nice now that, a lot of the new legislation, both in strata and also, as most agents know about the new ones in the residential tenancy reforms, there's some real timeframes around what happens if you don't meet that timeframe. So it's not so much about the penalties of not meeting it, it's about the outcomes and the consequences of not meeting those timeframes. Obviously, that only applies if there's a bylaw allowing the strata committee to decide on minor renovations. If it's not there, then it's not a process that needs to be followed. So, but the owners' corporation also needs to keep a record for 10 years about each minor renovation that is undertaken within their strata scheme. That only applies to strata schemes and not to community land schemes. So going hand in hand with that, you need to consider the change of how strata committees handle requests for minor renovations. Strata managers are now required to report every 6 months instead of every 12 months to their owners' corporations on the work that they have done on behalf of the owners' corporation. So if that's about processing some of those minor renovations and looking at, getting expert reports and, different responses to the request for minor renovations, that's part of what a strata manager will be reporting back to their owners' corporation. So that's just one of the, couple of handfuls of changes that are coming, or that have already come into play as of the 1st of July this year. And as I said, we'll be looking at those in future sessions on Facebook Live and obviously also in our newsletters that go out every second Friday.